Away from tech,
yes,
there's also some pain, right? It's not limited to what we're seeing in technology. Tyson Foods, that company reported as well, third quarter earnings, but the shares are down about 5.5%. Slight beat on revenue, but the company failed to meet earnings per share estimates and saw a decline in overall sales. What's happening here is everything's more expensive. Protein's more expensive, and therefore people are not buying as much protein, right? That's bottom line seems to be what's going on here. Meat sales are slowing down for this company, and obviously that's problematic.
Yeah, investors really getting their feathers pulled out on this one. But look, to your point, you've seen volume under pressure in beef, volume under pressure in pork, volume under pressure in chicken, volume under pressure in prepared foods. So again, to your point, like we've heard from a lot of food companies, they have started to push through massive price increases. And finally, this second quarter was the first time you saw consumers perhaps pull back or look for cheaper alternatives. Now, you don't even want to get me started on ballpark hot dogs. We had the discussion on our Slack channel.
Really don't.
We'll take that offline because they're not good.
If you're grilling ballpark hot dogs, you need to switch to.
My mom used to boil them. Now she's watching.
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't like your boiled hot dogs, Mom. I mean, they were bad. They were bad. I know you're going to text me, but they were really bad. They were bad.
I'm glad you said getting feathers pulled so that my putting chicken nuggets on ice sounds just a tinge better, perhaps. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, Jimmy Dean saw. I used to have a Jimmy Dean every morning, by the way.
Wow. Those were okay.
I don't know, yes.
Boil some ballpark hot dogs and get back to me.
You had dirty water dogs at home.
They were all, the water was clean. The water was bad. We can't. I can go on for 20 minutes on this.
Well, Jimmy Dean was a hot spot. How about that? The sausage maker's sales increased that was up to $13.5 billion in the third quarter. That was at about $12.5 billion a year earlier. So more people like me, perhaps, looking to just toss them.
And then you had the hot dogs filled with the fake cheese. I got
I
stories.
remember this. We also used to cut open the hot dog and melt cheese inside. But anyway, Tyson, now to speak to the volume point, the company says that volume this year will now be flat. They had predicted 1% to 2% growth. They're saying this in the conference call, and that demand for premium beef cuts is softer. This is something you've been talking about. We know far too much about Brian Sozzi's grocery shopping habits, but one of the things we have learned is that you have shied away perhaps from some of those more expensive steaks at the grocery store. Because
they've become eye-popping.
Yeah.
The prices here for, let's say, a T-bone steak, a higher cut of meat, sure, $30, over $30 for a T-bone. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, it's just too much.
No,
it's just too much.
No, that's not going to work. That's not going to last.